I gave a bad review to my white woman legal assistant, and everybody in the office lost their minds over it. Mind you, I gave an example for every category of why I was giving her a bad review. The office administrator actually came to me and said, "Do you know that she can see that review?" Yeah, I do. And then I guess they thought I was going to back down off my review. They asked me to come into a meeting. And in the meeting, I actually gave them additional examples for each category of why I was giving her a bad review. They ended the meeting early because they realized they weren't going to intimidate me into changing my answers. The office administrator then came back to me and said, "Do you know that her raise is based on what kind of review you give her?" And I was like, "What is it that you're asking me to do? Because I've already given you examples of why I gave her the ratings that I did, and I can give you more if you would like them. So what is it exactly that you're asking me to do right now?" And only at that point did they stop pestering me. The things that I put in the review for example, if I scheduled a deposition, or if I asked her to schedule a deposition at a certain location, she would then go and ask somebody else, "Isn't it weird that she's scheduling a deposition at this office? This is not the way we usually do it." So for example, I would schedule my depositions usually in neutral locations. I didn't want to use other people's law offices. I would use an unemployment office. I would use a library. I felt like that was better grounds to get the person that I was deposing to give me more information if we were not in that kind of super formal setting. It really worked for me. I was good at my job. And then another thing that she would do is she would run my emails by other attorneys. So if I was corresponding with an adjuster or with another attorney and she was copied on that email, she would run my emails by other attorneys questioning whether or not my wording was correct. And so I put all of these things in her review saying, yeah, she doesn't work. She doesn't work for me. She's not doing a good job for me. It doesn't make me feel confident in her work. And I was justified in every single thing that I complained about. But white women tears. They gave her the raise. Also, none of this was as offensive as the first day that I arrived, and she said she baked a strawberry cake to welcome me, and I tried to choke that strawberry cake down because I'm trying to be nice even though you don't eat out of everybody's house. And on my first bite, there were shards of coconut. Why in the world would you give somebody what you call a strawberry cake with surprise coconut?